Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the so-called Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
My name is Naledi Mfoloe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Now, today's story is on a controversy surrounding the popular podcast Shits and Gigs and its host, James and Fuhad. Now, the duo is facing severe backlash after a resurfaced clip from a past episode featuring comedian Andrew Schulz has actually sparked outrage within the Black community. Now, in the clip, Andrew and the host engaged in a discussion about the so-called Black girlfriend effect, which is a term referring to a trend where white men are perceived to become more stylish or attractive when dating Black women, right? However, what was supposed to be a light-hearted conversation quickly turned into a troubling territory. Now, Andrew made very serious and deeply offensive comments perpetuating harmful stereotypes about Black women. Andrew suggested that men dating Black women might experience stress that causes hair loss and then grows beard to actually cushion against alleged violence from their partners. Now, his remarks included, and I quote, "They shave their hair because they start losing it because they're stressed being around a Black girl who actually complains about all the time." And he also said they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the F out of. Now, Andrew even went as far as to suggest that the so-called Black girlfriend effect might be a protective instinct from this alleged violence. Let's have a look.
What is the Black girlfriend effect? This is
you don't know about
just
it.
blow out the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a Black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got a buzz cut, like clean shape up. Glows up, bro.
I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this Black girl complaining about it all the time. That's why they got to shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with Black girlfriends,
they grow a beard
because
there's more cushion when they get slapped the out. It's hilarious. I think the Black girlfriend effect, it might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective. Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had Black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah. Oh, really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
Who
No.
That is white.
No. Translation.
Kendrick fans, channel it.
We love them all.
That's royal English.
Now, the host, James and Fuhad, actually faced intense criticism for their reactions during the discussion. I mean, instead of challenging Andrew's offensive remarks, they actually laughed and seemed to endorse the derogatory stereotypes being presented. And I feel like the fact that Andrew felt very comfortable enough to display this type of racist and discrimination in the presence of Black men is actually very alarming. And on top of that, they all seem to be cackling and laughing at the harmful and negative stereotypes we as Black women are trying so hard to distance ourselves from, which is very sickening. Now this was, obviously, I feel like it was supposed to be a teachable moment for them. This was a time for them as Black men to actually correct these negative stereotypes that exist in society. And not only are these narratives incredibly harmful, these racial stereotypes actually have a systemic impact on the daily lives of Black women. Now, James and Fuhad, of course, have since issued an apology acknowledging their failure to address the offensive content and expressing regret for their reaction. Let's have a look.
Quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. Racist joke.
Yeah.
And we were laughing at it. That obviously, there's just literally no excuse. It is our duty to protect you guys.
Facts.
And it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down and we f***ed it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for something
you don't know
that you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And once it's happened one time, you're like, all right. And we're sorry.
We definitely do apologize.
For one, when you're part of a community, you don't realize that you can hurt your own community.
Especially
when you're not, when unintentionally.
Unintentionally, for real.
And also on top of that, it was so crazy that like the narrative that's been spun about how we feel about our community, the irony of the fact that whilst the whole reason we're in that country was to just show how much we love our community and show how much we love our supporters and how much time we spent at the shows and just like getting to know people and just like understanding our community better and just like making friends and making bonds and showing love, and they're showing love. And this whole 6-week trip was just about showing how much we love our community and how much our community show out for us. And then to have that exact same trip be the reason that we're having to have this conversation now. But at the end of the day, mistakes make you a better person.
Mistakes do make you a better person.
You're not born a perfect person, and we don't want you guys to think that we were sat in that room rating what's going on.
You do this for you guys, like
you guys are all we have, man.
You guys are literally all we have. You guys have taken us to this level, and we don't want to let you guys down.
Now, while the apology may address the immediate fallout, I think that the incident raises critical questions about the responsibility of public figures in addressing and challenging harmful stereotypes. It also emphasizes the importance of actively supporting and protecting marginalized communities rather than perpetuating damaging narratives. Now, Andrew has responded, and this is what Andrew had to say about the apology from James and Fuhad. Let's check it out.
Any listeners here that are upset at us, we just want to let you know that you're going to stay upset. Okay, what we're not going to do is sit here with our tucked between our legs, apologizing on the podcast for jokes. Okay, matter of fact, we have a new apology video that we should definitely watch. The Shits and Gigs gentlemen came on the podcast.
I love them. I feel bad they're going through this.
Yeah, but actually, I do want to take it seriously because they are serious guys, and I'll stop laughing, dude. They are defending their community. They came on the podcast. They got a lot of flack for laughing at a joke, and I would just want to hear their apology. These are serious guys, and this is a serious apology. Al,
you're an asshole.
Al. No, can you take it seriously?
All right, sure.
Okay, Shifty?
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, that's crazy, Shifty. That's crazy.
Shifty.
Come on,
Shifty. I want everybody to just take this serious, and I want us to try to have a serious moment. It's a serious podcast, and I want to just listen to their heartfelt apology.
Guys, right, before we get into today's episode, quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Frankly, like racist joke. And we were laughing at it. And to give, first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse.
Pause.
There is no excuse.
Agreed.
Pause.
There's no excuse.
There's no fucking excuse. Al. Can you pause? Pause. No excuse for that. I just want to take in the beginning of it. There's no excuse for jokes. There is never an excuse for making jokes.
What, can we try?
I'm not going to ever make an excuse for being a comedian. There's never an excuse for making jokes. Okay? That is a real statement said by a man. I just want that to be clear. There is never an excuse for making jokes with the boys. Go on. Let's take it serious. Look at how sad he is over on the left.
Like it is, Fight is a real thing. And
he is. Do you see how we should go back to that?
Now, as the host of Shits and Gigs and navigate the fallout from this controversy, I believe it remains to be seen how they will actually work to rebuild trust with their audience and demonstrate their commitment to addressing systemic racism and actually supporting black women. Now, that's all for now. We will continue to follow the story and provide updates as they become available. Thank you so much for watching. Please, let's engage in the comment section. We really want to hear from you. And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is